Today we're going to go with some vintage flat fender Willys Jeeps and a few friends on the Rattlesnake Trail near Hurricane, Utah. The Rattlesnake Trail starts out above Hurricane near the gun range. You might even hear some gunshots going off from the range in the back of this while we're all gathered up to air down at the beginning of the trail. We had 4 modern rigs, 3 LJs, and a JK. And then we just had the 2 vintage flat fenders. Myself, Stan Fuller, and in Grandpa's Jeep, and Dave Delight. Actually, Jesse Coombs was driving Dave's Jeep, and Dave was riding along. The Rattlesnake Trail wanders around through some sagebrush and red hills until finally it drops down this really steep slope. You can't really tell from this video how steep it is, but it's really a steep slope that goes down into the Lavercan Creek. On wet, slippery days, a lot of rigs can't even get up this road if you had to turn around and come back out this way. Once you get down the hill, you get into Lavercan Creek, and the trail follows along the creek bed, crossing over the creek many times. This is the first drop in. Some of the challenges are the steep banks on each side of the creek, and also hidden rocks inside the stream. You can't really tell where they are. We didn't take a huge amount of action videos on this trail. A lot of the pictures are going to be still shots like these, but hopefully they give you some idea of what the trail is like. Like I said, a lot of the trail you do have to follow along right along the creek, drive in the creek, and many stream crossings. The tricky part about being in the creek is you can't always see where the holes are or where the big rocks are under the water. We didn't have too much trouble on this day, but we did have this. Jesse got a little bit too close to this big hole.
I wanted to say high though, not low.
Is it? That's what it is, yeah.
I just told him I didn't want to get wet. This is where everyone gets stuck? Yeah, it's up to the windows, right? Let's get out of here. Everybody's abandoned ship.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, the cat. Hey, not Jesse. The cat.
I didn't think we'd get this Jeep started again because
Jesse has to stay.
The fuel cap is underwater on the other side. I thought a bunch of water might have gotten into the tank, but I was proved wrong.
So we're out here on day 2 pre-winter jamboree, and we got a little flat fender stuck on Rattlesnake.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
And Matt's gonna pull it out with the LJ, and the rest of us are gonna go around because this is a bottomless hole.
I actually was going that way. They told me. Yeah. All right, I'm ready.
Except he's not going to be able to run because the gas tank's going on.
Hey.
Oh! I got that on video.
Made for good video.
This is a deep hole. I've seen a lot of the off-road companies or off-road recovery companies pull big Jeeps, full-size Jeeps out of this hole when they were up to their windows in water. Just a little bit closer to that rock. It's really deep.
Barbecue sauce!
You're gonna have to go on this side of this rock.
Just past that
Go
hole,
that way
there's
up
this
to where Tom
spot right
is,
here
and
where
then
the
go
stream
that
gets real
way.
narrow right there in front of me. So we decided that I needed to go around to the right just so I didn't get my tires swallowed up and myself in trouble right there.
Now go towards Todd and then turn around over there, or get it. Unless you can get up that way, you can probably go straight up there. I meant to the left. Well, either way. Look at that.
That works.
It works.
Just gotta turn around though now.
You'll be able to tell from this next little video that we love to give each other a hard time on the trail. We have a lot of fun together. This is a great group of people to spend time with.
Looks like you're kind of choking there, Jesse, to taking it.
Choke on?
That looks like the easy line. I mean, you had all these. You're bypassing all these boulders here. What's the matter with you? You're not feeling well.
You notice I didn't have to use my reverse?
Yeah.
The big Jeeps really had no trouble with this spot. Their big tires were able to just roll through that deep spot, no problem. This next area is one of my favorite areas on the Rattlesnake Trail. I call it a mini slot canyon, where the water has furrowed out a deep little slot in the rock to where the stream is only about, I don't know, 1.5 feet wide in one spot. We have a little tradition that
Yeah, you're recording.
when there's water on the trail, we prove our manhood by sticking our head in the cold water, which Jeff did right here at the narrowest spot. It's a silly tradition that we do. And it was cold enough that day that I did not do it. In fact, Jeff was the only one that
Maybe you
did.
should stop. Was it pretty warm?
Not.
Well, one's regular, one's Phillips.
Having problems as usual. Just typical flat fender stuff.
Just before this trip, I'd installed an electric fuel pump in Grandpa's Jeep. And I was having trouble on this trail with fuel delivery again. It would run fine for a little while if I turned the key on and kind of let the float bowl fill up. But then if I had to accelerate or anything, it would quit. So we're trying to check it out right
We ain't
here.
got no gas.
Dave Delight is
We're gonna see what's
doing
going
the
on.
biggest part of the job.
You're gonna have to undo both of them because they're both playing.
So we discovered that it was pumping, but just not very much. And that's why at an idle, or if I stopped and just let the electric fuel pump run for a second, it would fill up the carburetor and then it would run for a minute. And then after using a little bit of throttle, it would quit. We fussed with it here for a little while and thought we had it going.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Should
a
be
trickle.
like a steady stream.
I can hold it back pretty easy too.
That's no fun.
Is that what?
I turned it off.
You got any way to blow on that? And maybe we can blow back through it. Maybe it's got something.
Just me.
can
God,
do
we'd
that.
have to undo something on the other end.
No, it'll go through the pump. It'll go through the pump.
I don't know. I can do it, Danny. It's not your. Move? Do you feel like it was moving at all?
No.
No.
My head hurts. You want to turn that key on again, Jesse? Watch, Dan.
All right.
Hey,
Don't.
not that way.
Just too much.
Look at the little. There's nothing here.
Not very much, is it?
No.
There is a filter on the front end of that.
Okay,
pump,
turned off.
But I mean, I haven't had that electric pump in there but a minute.
Well, we're still messing around with it.
We got her back and running.
I don't know. The next time.
We thought it was fixed, but it wasn't really. I crossed the stream and tried to go up this bank and it stalled out. I got stuck. So Jesse and Dave pulled out around me
Gonna go out right there.
so I could hook onto them. In the meantime, I did turn the fuel pump on and it did fill up the bowl enough so that I could start it to drive it up after winching up off the bank. But it really wouldn't run after that. So we stopped for another session.
So Stan had a fuel pump failure, and we're
Telling jokes. We're cracking jokes.
getting something
We're doing some Jimmy ready.
officially put together that'll work. So we got an external fuel pump shoved in the fuel filler hose, and then we're running a line up to the carburetor. I think it's gonna work.
I rigged up the external fuel pump, worked great, and I was able to finish out the day with that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the hood down.
Ready to roll.
Yeah, that's.
That wasn't the last of my problems. I really was the guy that day. I then had a flat tire. We had to stop and change that.
Okay, I'll do it. Let's see, we're left side. You left-handed?
No.
Left?
Oh, the wrong size.
Not this is data. It is. I know. I'm so happy now. I don't know why.
No, I put a.
Stay down here.
You got about 35 pounds in that tire, but.
Man, in Happy Land, living in a gummed up house on Lollipop Lane.
That's gotta go higher.
Stan had a flat. We got her almost fixed up. Like 2-3 minutes. We'll be back on the trail.
Rattlesnake Trail has a wonderful payoff at the end. You get to see the Toerville Falls. It's pretty neat because you can drive your rigs right over the top of the falls, and everyone parks for this poser shot.
Toerville Falls, you got to do it at least once every time you come to Sand Hollow.
Once we were done at the falls, we also took a little side trip up to the radio towers that are on the way out. I always like to go up there with my friends because I love the view. There's the Pine Valley Mountain Range. You can look around the little town of Toerville down below. Hurricane in the distance. It's a little hazy. Hurricane out in the distance. And you can even see the Hurricane Sand Dunes or the Sand Hollow, Sand Mountain wheeling area in the distance. I really like it. And this is the road coming down from the radio tower road. And we followed it on out.
Trying to get a picture. Jeff's got his super straw going here.
This is better than anything Jesse ever even dreamed of. I can even like sit back and relax.
At the end of the day, we went out to dinner at the Main Street Cafe in Hurricane. It's a great little place to eat and have excellent food. We had a good time, and we did get a little silly there.
Suckers are leaning over there.
I topped my day off with this wonderful piece of carrot cake. And that's it for our rattlesnake ride. Thanks for watching.